Hey y'all, it's RJ. We just landed in NSY, aka New Orleans. Here for a quick, 36 hours? Like, we're literally in and out. So yeah, come on this tour with us while we navigate the Big Easy right quick. Talk to you soon.
Pardon my back, honey. This hotel is pretty big.
Hella big. Oh, you want me to touch it? Okay, Heath.
For a last minute trip, our room was so cute, y'all, and we slept mad comfortably that night.
This is a really nice room.
It is. Good morning, New Orleans! We got the squad here. We are headed to breakfast. My mask is coming off, so I'm just gonna rock for a second. We're headed to breakfast this morning, day one. Well, there's really only one day. We in these New Orleans streets. T-minus 30 more hours. Okay.
We're walking to the Ruby Slipper Cafe for breakfast. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and the streets are pretty quiet. Restaurants are just opening up, people working, not much going on. So this is what it looks like during the daytime. The calm before the storm, as people say. There was a line for Ruby Slipper Cafe, but luckily you can put your name on the wait list for Yelp and you don't have to wait in line. They let you know when it's your time to check in.
Your preference? It's the volume for me. Best trip to the Big Easy ever. We got 24 hours. We are here. We are going to pick this shit up and then leave. We got the West Coast. I'm just She don't like her.
You would think this was her video.
And what was that, patient? What did you order? Let the people know.
I did order. It says award-winning Bloody Mary. I wanted to try it. It's terrible. Sound like you in church about to speak into the mic. Speak into the mic.
Let the church say, can I get the margarita?
I'm wanting margarita.
Morning margarita, please.
I cannot hear you very fast.
Morning margarita?
That's all. Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
All I got to say is happy.
Right. Happy Mardi Gras. Right. Happy Mardi Gras.
Oh, it's a parade today.
After breakfast, we were just walking around, acting a fool, making our own little music. We were definitely in the zone, and we were just having a good time. Just walking from bar to bar, restaurant to restaurant, so we could get our day started.
Blah, blah, blah. Pay me what you owe my money.
If you've been to New Orleans, specifically the French Quarter, you know that you're always walking around. So you want to make sure that you have comfortable shoes and that you're comfortable, because all you're doing is walking. You can walk around with your drinks in your hand. You could walk around with your food in your hand. Like, you're walking. Hey! Now, remember I told y'all to remember those faces in the restaurant? We ran into them in the street, our auntie and uncles, and they were just so fun, y'all. We wouldn't be able to hang with them in real life because they were going on 0 hours of sleep. But we're continuing along, walking down Bourbon Street, trying to get us some hand grenades, all that jazz. Just having a good time.
got hurricane. I got hurricane. Guys, I got tall grass.
So we thought we were gonna go get some hand grenades, but in reality, we ended up getting some hurricanes from the next spot, and they were super sweet, y'all. We're in Jackson Square, making our way to the next spot. Literally all we did was eat and drink, eat and drink, eat and drink. No, we're not alcoholics, but when you're in New Orleans, what do you do?
You got the biggest one. Mama, come shake your ass. Shake your ass.
We were walking to Cafe du Monde for the world famous beignets. You know you got to get you some, and particularly from this location. If you go to New Orleans and you don't get any, what's the point? Continuing along, walking around, looking at the art, looking at the people, the experience. It was just really chill and really vibe. After walking all day, we worked up a bit of an appetite, so we were heading back to the hotel. But first, we gotta stop and get some beads because it's Mardi Gras season and you know you gotta get beaded. Once we got our beads, we headed to the world famous Dragos for some bomb oysters. They were so good, y'all. We stopped here, grabbed something to eat before we headed to the parade. And you got to try it out. We recommend it.
Hey y'all, back at it again. It's about 8:17. Going to try to see the parade that's happening. It's currently Mardi Gras season in New Orleans. Trying to catch the floats.
Once we finished the parades, we headed back to Bourbon Street just to see what the nightlife looked like. Of course, you can see there were way more people at night than there was during the day, but we couldn't hang, y'all. We were tired. We had been up all day, so we tapped out at like 9 p.m. Night. We woke up. We went to this bomb, and I mean bomb breakfast spot called Slim Goodies. Everything was fresh. They even had chickens in the back, y'all, to get your eggs. But there's this wall once you're inside that there's nothing but pictures of the patrons. And you know, we had to get our picture taken. So when you're in there, look for us, see if you see us, but check out their food because it was bomb and really good and really healthy. Don't ask me what I got, though, because I don't remember. After that, we were just driving around, going to get some souvenirs, seeing the, you know, outside of the French Quarter life.
Oh, look at that.
Every time I've been to New Orleans, I've only been to the French Quarter, so this was the first time I've been outside of that. And it was definitely a great experience, guys.
That looks like Cuba. This is Black-owned bookstore.
I feel like we should buy a book. This was such a cute little Black-owned bookstore. My first time ever being in a Black-owned bookstore. And it was just a great sight to see. Of course, I had some of these books in here already. But, you know, if you're in New Orleans, check out Baldwin & Co. Bookstore.
Like they're having a garage sale. Look at the pop-up shop. I like it.
The streets were just full of so much culture, so much art.
I did.
It's like the true definition of Southern hospitality. And we're just driving around before we headed to the airport. I believe we were in like the 7th ward at this time. And it was just
See in the corner
so
with
cool.
what are like she's shouting? Corner. This corner.
Oh, I'm looking at the. Oh, I didn't even see the backside. Meg, you should get out.
Oh. Yep.
Again, we took the scenic route before we headed to the airport. And we we drove past, I should say, Circle Food Store, which is a Black-owned grocery store, but it's also a one-stop shop for the community. So you could get your pharmacy, you could get school supplies, whatever you need, everything is in there. And that was it. That was our trip. First time in New Orleans where I stepped outside the French Quarter, and it was a great experience. I'd definitely be back just to check out the rest of New Orleans. So thanks for coming on this tour with me. I'll holla at y'all later. Bye.
Where's the king cake?
Over there.